What's up? We're back with the final installation of the CT Sounds 4Runner build, and I'm excited to get it fired up and running and share that with you. We're like 95% complete on the build. There's a couple of things that I'm gonna leave out, and we might do like a follow-up video down the track just for like a final results kind of video. But my goal for the final episode is to get it up and running and get a little bit of some sound demos in there, and just to give you guys some feedback on where I think it's at right off the rip. We're probably gonna have to come back and make some minor port adjustments and tuning adjustments and just getting the subs running. But we're still yet to put the alternator in, and the alternator will make a big difference on overall voltage, and there will be a decent amount of room for improvement as we get those last few bits and pieces done. Upon getting everything on yesterday, the first thing I found was we had no signal to the AT3K, and I'm about 99.9% sure that I knocked that RCA out when reinstalling the head unit yesterday after we switched over the head unit to the amp in the back for the doors. I'll just give you guys another close-up look at the box, and the acrylic work we did and the hardware we used. It came out looking really pretty. I'm so excited to show this truck at the local events and really anything that we go out to. The goal for this was obviously, this is my wife's daily driver. It's our grocery getter, but it is an extremely neat vehicle and it should be shared. And just to get something really neat that looks neat in here, plays a extremely wide variety of music and has an extremely wide bandwidth, and really just enjoy it on those road trips that we take. Let's take a look. So we got our acrylic. So this is all 3/4 inch acrylic. I really don't use anything less than 3/4, no matter what the build is, for windows like this, especially with how big they are. Every single detail, all the way down to the hardware we use. There is hard rubber washers below every single one of these to seal them up really nice. We got I got the hex engraving pattern done in there, came out super sweet. And then obviously my wife's logo put in there on the middle amp. Outside of that, she's pretty much done and dusted. So we're gonna pull the dash down now and get that sub send plugged back in. I'm 100% sure that's what it is, because I quickly checked this end and I've got 0 signal. We'll get that back in. We're gonna set the gains on the 204 first and take a look at what the head unit is doing in terms of output signal and clipping, and then we'll go ahead and do a light tune on the 8s so we can get them run in. So let's get it. Pulling the head unit out, not even 1 second I've figured out the problem. So that RCA, I must have bumped it out when I shoved everything back in there the other day, and I don't even know if I shared that, but you can see my harness in there plugged into the factory door speaker pin connector. So let's go ahead and fish out the other side of that sub out and get this all slapped back together, y'all. All right, let's see if this thing plays. Oh yeah.
I'm smoking 3 different gases at one time.
The cover on the back of the amp is slapping. That's an easy fix. Let's get that fixed first. Holy smokes. Gains set on both amps. I unfortunately just learnt that the not factory, my Hamilton Motor Company head unit introduces a distorted signal at a very low volume. So for context, it goes up to volume 40, and at pretty much volume 21 it is no bueno. So that being said, we have what looks to be about 3 volts at volume 21. 22 is distorted, my bad. At volume 21 we get about 3 volt output signal, which is really nice for both the amps, and then we pretty much just set our gain from there. So we didn't set an overlap on the AT3K. We pretty much stopped that. It was like 74, 75 vac, and the 125, the 200.4, so I know where its limitations are. I have to manually set the rear stage because there is only a front, left and right RCA pre-out that comes off the head unit that I had to split at the back, and then from there I have to manually set the gains on our full range channels for the rear speakers, which just so happen to be channel 1 and 2. Let's get it and have a quick listen. Alright, so it came out really good. Boxes tuned 26 and 52. I'm probably going to bring the top side down just a touch, but it has a very linear bandwidth from 28 onwards. Really, it's as equally as loud. I'm going to run Red Rum 28 to 56. It's equally as loud either end of that. Absolutely doesn't fall off either end. Fantastic. I appreciate everybody for following me through this build. It came out looking fantastic and sounding as equally fantastic. We're not trying to set any crazy scores on this. I am going to run an update video once we get the subs run in, a little bit of tinkering done with tuning, and we'll see what it meters for the heck of it. Peace, y'all.